Welcome, my Mystic Tribe. This is your singles love reading and advice from Spirit in regarding your love life. If you're looking for love, this is the reading for you. See what messages Spirit has. Keep in mind, this is a general love reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And it is okay to be drawn to more than one pile. And if you are, go ahead and watch those ones. And it is also possible that if you choose one, it may not resonate completely. You may not feel right. It may just feel off. Go ahead and choose a different one then. Anyhow, pile 1, we have this rose quartz heart. Pile 2, not sure what stone this is. I think this is some kind of jasper for pile 2. I think this is another jasper for pile 3. Look at the sparkles in that one. So feel free to pause a moment here. Take some deep breaths and see which one draws your attention or draws you in the most. And then I will see you in your reading. Welcome, Pile 1, to your love reading, your singles love reading. If you were attracted to the rose quartz heart. We are going to start with your tarot first, and then I will get into your oracle cards, your oracle messages. Okay. See, we have the Knight of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Judgment, the World, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, right off the bat, I'm picking up on an energy here that some of you may be a little bit closed off to the idea of starting new, starting over. There seems to be, to me, an attachment here to chasing after somebody that you feel may have been a soul bond, looking for some kind of reconciliation here. 2 of Pentacles is trying to balance things out. The Knight of Swords represents very straightforward energy, focused on a single goal or a single person. And sometimes this brings an energy of impulsive action. And this can also be representing your thoughts, those racing thoughts. This feels very much like your mind's going a mile a minute. And it's like your emotions don't have time to catch up to your mind. But he has his sword out. He's ready for battle. This almost feels like an energy of I'm ready to fight. Okay? And being that this is a singles reading, I would say you're not with this person. You're not with anybody. If you are in a relationship, this reading's probably not for you. Or if you feel it, the only way that I would see it fit is if you're in a relationship, but yet you almost consider yourself single because you feel like you're in that relationship alone. Okay? But all those racing thoughts and being focused on one thing, you know, there's this infinity loop of going round and round and round. And nothing changing. This is about needing to balance those energies, balancing things within yourself. There seems to be, I get this energy of like something off kilter. Something is not an even give and take here. And I feel that you are still willing to rush in and try to give to something that you're not even a part of anymore. But there's this energy of renewal, reconciliation. And I feel you need to shift that focus here. You may even have a couple options on the table at the moment, but you're very undecided. You're not sure what to do. Should I go for one of these options, or should I continue to wait? The world is trying to close on me, trying to close this out, but I'm not sure that I want to here. That's what I'm getting. A lot of undecidedness, a lot of going back and forth. And I feel that there is somebody in your sphere of influence that is somebody of the past that you probably have a history of, both of you going back and forth in and out of this connection. Nothing sticking. And you're wishing to heal something. You want to heal the connection. You want to heal it once and for all. You want that reconciliation. You want to fix things. But there are some things that you can't fix people. The only thing that you can fix in a situation is yourself. And I feel that is what Spirit is trying to tell you. Some of you don't really want to be alone, but you are alone because you're fixated on one particular person. And though you may feel that they are a soul bond, perhaps they are. But not all soul bonds are meant to stay. And this feels like wanting to reconcile with somebody. But I feel Spirit says you need to reconcile within yourself. Work on you. Okay? That red cross up there is representation to me of sanctuary, of help. Spirit wants to help you heal. And a need of healing, because I'm almost feeling like jumping cups here. And I don't see any cups on the board here, by the way. I just think that there is this idea of I don't want to be alone. It's like fixated on this person. But where's the cups? Then we get to the World card, a completion, closing the cycle ending. We got that infinity sign again here. If you could see that, sorry for the lighting. Right there, in place of a bow. That's that cycle. That means this is about cycling out of this energy. But you're not cycling out very easily. Not without resistance. There is a sense of resistance, and I put up a wall, and I think that wall, you're kind of blocking yourself in and limiting your possibilities of finding true love. Now, let me tell you, if somebody continues to hurt you over and over again, somebody continues to cycle in and out of your life all the time, and you allow it, this is also the Nine of Wands, known as the Insanity card. You know, it's that your energy gets wore down and wore down and wore down with every single cycle. And you keep trying the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Now, I feel it's time to cycle this out. It's time for change. Stop resisting. And as you build this wall, you're preventing other options from coming in. And in order to tear down that wall, it starts with self. It starts with healing from the inside out and rising up as a new being, as a new person, or your old self before this person ever even entered your life. And feeling alive again, a resurrection of your soul. I feel you need to focus on resurrecting your soul, not an old connection. When you resurrect your soul and you allow it to heal and you close out that cycle, that wall comes down, inviting new love in. Let's take a look at your oracles. Okay, we've got the wall. What did I just say? I was just talking about the wall. Okay, the wall and the apple. Temptation will test you. Whoever this is, it's almost like you get to a point, you don't quite get to the 10 to release it. You get to the 9, you get to a point where, okay, I can't do this anymore, but this person tempts you, and you go right back into that vicious cycle, the cycle that's unhealthy, and I'm picking up on an energy of non-committal, somebody who is non-committal to this connection. And you keep cycling with this person. And that wall around you doesn't allow anybody else in. Okay? Then we have she who calms, Jenna. Stillness, purity, quiet. Kind of funny. You know, as you try to balance, I think you need to balance within yourself. You need to be still. Stop and shift your focus on self. The calmness within. And I think that's your overall theme is what I'm getting. Okay? And this need to open up your possibilities, not be so narrowly focused on resurrecting something that was unhealthy for you to begin with. Something that was proved to be disappointing. Somebody that disappoints you time and time again. Over and over. That same cycle. You're being called to close that cycle out. Strength. Yes, it's going to take a lot of strength. Inner strength. Strength to resist. I feel resisting that temptation. Resisting that apple here. That apple that person dangles in front of you all the time. Oh, we'll make it work this time, honey. Yeah? Really? Here we go again. You know, so this is like Leo energy, Lion energy. This is also having that inner strength to resist and to withhold your energy from that. And instead, finding that inner strength to reinvest in yourself. And we've got dried flower fairy, sweet memories. That's what this person does. This person comes in and plays on your memories. And yes, I imagine you have a lot of sweet memories with this person. But you could create new memories with somebody else, somebody more worthy, somebody who truly wants to invest in a connection, not this in and out stuff. And I even get the energy of this is somebody that you have dealt with that had a habit of ghosting. So what I'm feeling is you are single, you are on your own. You're still persevering, and what I feel is you need to focus your energy back onto yourself instead of into a situation that is a cycle over and over again, cycling in, out, in, out, in, out. Because what I'm seeing here is you're not going to get anywhere with this person. Okay? See if we can get some more information on this. You know, I get it that there's a part of you that would love to be able to move on. But maybe you need to build that wall and block them out so that you can heal. Okay. See what else we get about the situation. Pop up. That's what we're talking about. This person just seems to pop up out of nowhere and draws you back in. That you need to cleanse your energy of this. Cleansing your space. Removing the negativity that comes along with this person. And get off of that roller coaster. Okay? And I feel like this roller coaster, it's an emotional roller coaster they put you on. It's an adrenaline rush and then it drops. Access granted. Okay? Be careful. Be careful. Some of you, either you or them, might create fake profiles on like Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and kind of spy on the other person. Okay? And that's not healthy either. That's not healthy either. What advice do you have, please? Chemistry. You're always feeling drawn to this person. And they keep popping up in your energy, in your sphere here. Maybe they make you feel guilting sometimes. Okay? Guilt for trying to block them. That might be part of that apple. Feminine energy. Trust your intuition. And this is somebody who's wounded and very insecure. That could be part of your energy. You feel wounded. They keep wounding you. There's a sense of insecurity here. This is why Spirit is saying you need to work on yourself. You need to build up your own confidence. And release. You got to release this person. Stop spying on them. Stop watching their social media. No more fake profiles just to watch them. Okay? I get an idea that you create fake profiles and they accept anybody's friend request because I get an energy of ego here. That they're so high on themselves. They like the attention that they can get from other people. And you're kind of feeding their ego, if you will. And I'm feeling very strongly here that you really need to release this person and allow yourself to heal from it. Okay, we're going to get some final advice cards. Okay, This is about opening your eyes. This is revelation on what you need to be, what needs to be seen. Recognizing the pattern. Okay? Let your fears dissolve. And fears of being alone, fears of starting new, starting over. This could be seeing your fears, recognizing what your fears are, and working on self to rectify and fix that and heal that. And practice gratitude. This is about being grateful for broken hearts. I know that sounds weird, but I feel like being grateful for the lessons that you've learned so you can stop the repetitive cycle and learn moving forward in future relationships. Okay, so let's get a couple Romance Angels cards to see what's coming up ahead. Oh, okay. Interesting. We got Express Your Love that fell right out of the deck. Okay. I said at the beginning that I felt that you might have had a couple options. You need to release somebody. Or this could be future oriented because I still feel that you need to. It might be self-love expression here. Love yourself first. I can't make this shit up. You need to show self-love here. Attraction and calling in your soulmate. Yes. You want to attract your soulmate. I understand. A real soulmate. One that's going to stand by you. Okay? Not this back and forth, in and out bullshit that I call it. The uncommittal. Somebody who doesn't have the ability to commit. And what I'm picking up here is that person that you are dealing with also has some inner child issues that they need to heal themselves. They can't commit because they've been injured also. But they're projecting that energy back onto you. It's time that you shield your energy from them, from that energy. Stop giving in to the temptation. Maybe you need to, instead of watching them on social media, creating fake profiles, block them 100%. Block, block, block. Being out of their energy, not letting them in your energy, is the beginning stages of healing so that you can open up and attract your soulmate. But it starts with loving yourself first. Expressing your love, and I feel this is expressing your love to self. Loving yourself, being loving to yourself, taking care of yourself, healing yourself. Then, and only then, can you be in a place to attract, to manifest, and call in your soulmate. So, I hope this helps somebody. Comment as you see fit below, and I'll see you next time. Welcome, Pile 2, to your reading. If you chose this earthy jasper. Okay, let's take a look at your cards. We're going to start with the tarot, and then we will move on to your oracle. Okay. Let's see. We've got 3 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Somebody has the attitude is, I am going to be single forever. Chariot. 6 of Swords. 10 of Wands. Okay. Some of you, right off the bat, the overall energy that I'm getting is, oh, I am going to be single forever. I like being in the driver's seat. It is very strenuous for me to allow my heart space to open up to anybody. Okay? But with this Three of Wands energy. To me, that is waiting, expectations, expecting to be single. Okay? This plain and simple. You're abundant. You're very independent here. And back being turned to the expectations and waiting. I'm not waiting on love. I'm not looking for love. Turning your back, not even acknowledging the idea of looking for love here. This is more of, I don't need to be bothered. And that's okay. If you're not in a space that you really want to look for love, that's fine. But at least not right now. But is love going to find you? I think you have opportunities, potentially. We shall see. But this is a single love reading. Some of you are telling me, nope, I don't want love. Not right now. I'm enjoying being on my own. You are cultivating your own garden, your own wealth, your own abundance. Very independent. Almost like, I don't need anybody but myself. Okay? That's fine. Where's that coming from? Okay? And in this card, there is the sun. You may actually be looking at the sun. Okay? So, you are pushing forward. You are in the driver's seat and in control of your own life is the way you look at it. And I feel that with the Six of Swords energy, this makes sense. You left something behind. Okay? You left some stormy, choppy waters behind. And that is where your energy is coming from of saying, I am better off single. Because your attitude is, I left something stormy. Why do I want to go back into relationships and stress myself out? Okay? I think you find change and transition very difficult, very taxing, very straining. And it's almost like I'm tired of the same shit. I don't want anything. I'm done. It's the energy I get. I get this. I'm in the driver's seat. I'm moving forward. I'm successful. I almost feel like you are more focused on your coin, on your money and career than on love. Because the way I see this here, moving towards relationships, you find strenuous and difficult. God, I'd love to know why. I think I am going to have to clarify that one. I didn't have to clarify anything in pile 1, but why does pile 2 find this so strenuous to move towards love? Okay, why does pile 1 not want to move, or pile 2 not want to move towards love? Why doesn't pile 2 want to move towards love, please? Show me. Wow. It's because you're stubborn. Okay, there we go. There we go. The work card. I said it. You're more focused on your coin, on your work, on your career. It's almost like you work very hard and you find it strenuous. Maybe it's a time factor. Finding strenuous finding it difficult. Having difficulty finding time for love. And then we have the Six of Wands. I'm talking to somebody who's very successful in their career. And maybe there's just no time for love. That's kind of what I'm getting. You may be in a transition period in your career right now. And you're like, and you're putting love on the back burner. That's kind of the energy I'm getting here. I'm better off on my own because I feel you have other ambitions besides love. Okay, let's get to your oracles. Okay, you've got Angel and you've got the Vase. you got a secret admirer somewhere. And the bottle could also be representing you keeping your emotions to yourself, keeping them bottled up in a pretty little vase that you'll share with somebody someday. Right now, you're more worried about your career, and the spiritual guidance is talking about you are protected from harm, and it says you have a secret admirer somewhere. And maybe you know that you do, or you feel you do. Maybe you've received gifts from this person without them acknowledging who they are. It's almost like that romantic love letters, Think back in grade school when you write a little note to somebody and make it a secret and not tell the person who it's from. That you say, I like you, type. You get, that's the energy I get. I get a very playful energy, somebody around you who might be admiring you from afar. Because the Three of Wands could be from afar also, from a distance. They're not coming into your energy. They're admiring you from afar because your energy comes across as Pile 2 is not approachable right now. I do feel you're not exactly emotionally available because you're not looking for love right now. I think you're very much career-oriented and money-oriented. Your sex. Oopsie! Your success in the corporate world, business world, in your job, that is taken front center stage. And that's why you feel you're in the driver's seat and you're driving your life forward by your design. Right now, it just seems like love is off the board. She who questions, curiosity, destiny, and search. So sometimes you may question yourself. Do I really want love? Obviously, you question it sometimes. Maybe you came to this reading out of curiosity. What would the cards say? I haven't really been looking for love, but what would the cards say? Maybe out of curiosity, you came to this reading. If that's the case, this is your confirmation. But there is somebody who, this is also saying that you have somebody around you who's very curious about you. You have an opportunity. I think an opportunity is going to be presenting itself for a dating scenario or somebody reaching out to you. But it might be strenuous to you because of a time factor. That's what I'm getting more of. I don't have time. That's what I keep hearing. Courage. Okay. But this could also be talking about courage I'm getting two messages from this. I'm feeling like somebody here that's a secret admirer is trying to gain courage to approach you. And the other side of the courage card is you having the courage to take a look at it, to see if it can go somewhere, to open up to new possibilities. Then we have Fairy of Divine Hand. This talks about maybe having a distorted view, overindulgence, intoxication. But I'm not feeling intoxication. I'm not feeling overindulgence. I'm feeling distorted view. Why am I feeling a distorted view? Because you may have gone through a difficult time, as with that transition out of stormy waters into calmer waters. You've reached that goal. You've reached that destination, that landmark. Things are calm in your life within the heart space. We'll put it that way. Work-wise, career-wise, very hectic, very busy. But in the heart space, things appear extremely calm. And in that calmness, you may have a distorted view on love, that you don't have time for love. That might be your distorted view. Yes, there is time for love. You have to have the courage to make that time, to want it, to desire it, to desire that companionship. Okay, so if you've come here that you are looking for love, but you're finding it difficult, that you, and so you dive yourself into your work and into your career and focus on money, I'm getting an energy here that there's something deeper than that. Having the courage to face some kind of deep hidden fear that you've pushed aside. A fear of being hurt again, or some pain from the past that you've never really healed from. Instead of healing, you took the route of, I'll dive into my career. I don't want to think about love. I don't want to think about relationships. I got burned. I am done with relationships. That's some of the energy that I am picking up on here. Let's see what else we get. Okay, show me what's going on here with pile 2. Show me what's going on with pile 2 here. Show me what's going on with pile 2. Show me what's going on with pile 2. Triggers. Okay, some of you, this is what I'm talking about. Why I know you haven't healed from something. Because there's still some triggers. And then you try to brush them off and ignore them. Instead of having that courage to face those triggers and find out why they're still triggering you and trying to heal that aspect of self. Okay? It's human nature to want to be with others, to want to co-create, to want to have companionship. Okay. I thought a card turned over, but it didn't. But I'm pulling that card because it told me to. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we have here passion, Ace of Fire. Okay, new starts, an attraction. There is an attraction. Somebody is definitely attracted to you. They're watching you from afar. Because they say, they recognize, whoever this is recognizes that you're not emotionally available. You have somebody waiting on you. It's bottom line. But you need to deal with those triggers. You have the potential for a very passionate beginning here. Reunion, soul ties. Now, don't jump to conclusions and say, well, you're telling me to heal from that connection, but here it is coming up as a reunion, getting back together. No, that's not what union always represents. It's a soulmate. It could be, it's a fated partnership, past life connection, or the past returns. It could be a past life soul bond. You may not have been with this person in this lifetime, but maybe a previous lifetime. There's a certain soul bond that wants to come in, that wants to reunite with you, okay? But you're not exactly open for it because you're saying, I'm done with love. You know, I've learned my lesson. I'm done with love. So, just to say, unconditional, genuine, certain, and love. You have somebody, an unconditional love match here that wants to come in, a soulmate. Very passionate, new beginning. Okay? So let's kind of put these together here. You have triggers here. And you're in this mind frame as, I am done with love, but you still got triggers that kind of trigger your emotions, and you put it off instead of facing it. Having the courage to face that so that you can heal it. So, you have it in your mind that you're done with love. You're focused on career. But you've got a secret admirer here. You've got angelic guidance trying to guide you together. You have somebody waiting on you. But you are choosing not to go out searching for love. But you don't have to search because love is right here. But you need to take the initiative to heal whatever this bullshit is of the past that still triggers you, that keeps you in that energy of nope, 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 I don't want it. I don't want it. Because you have a soul bond here that's very passionate, that is presenting to you an unconditional love here. Oh, this has got my curiosity perked. I wish if this was going to be a normal length video, this would be a 45-minute video for one reading. But my curiosity, I would dive deep into that shit. I'm not going to go any deeper because that is the past. You know what it is. You know what your triggers are. You know what you have to work on. Because I feel deep inside there is a hidden desire for love. But you're too damn scared to go after it or to be open to it. So you remain closed off. Playfulness. What was one of the things I said about this person's energy? Very playful. They're coming across as playful. Could be flirtatious. I feel that you could be very flirty too, but you just don't engage anything beyond flirtation. But the fact that you are willing to flirt means that there's attraction, which means there is some sort of interest, but there's something from the past that triggers you, that stops you. And you say, nope, I'm just going to concentrate on my career, on my money, on my work. That's where my passion is. Wedding. I'm telling you, there is a soul bond here. One that can lead to a lifelong commitment, higher level commitment. Even marriage. Calling in your soulmate. Funny. Pile 1 had the calling in your soulmate also. Interesting read here. So what you gonna do, Pile 2? Let's get some parting advice here. Find a balance. I'm telling you, you can find a time. The time thing is just an excuse. It's an excuse that you use, that you tell yourself to justify not even entertaining the thought of love. That's an excuse. But there is balance that you could find between love and work. Work and play on your journey towards love. Make time for self-love. A lot of Libra energy, a lot of balancing. Balancing the feminine with the masculine within yourself. But this is making time for self-love. That's with that self-love. And I'm not even feeling it. You're comfortable in your skin, yes. And you're telling me, oh, I love myself already. You love your job. You love your career. You love the money that it brings in. Self-love is another totally different ballgame. Totally separate from earthly, worldly abundance. Reflect on your priorities. That self-love is also talking to me about healing of self. Realigning your priorities here. This is making time. This is about making time. Time for yourself. Time for love. Love is available to you, my friend. It absolutely is. And it's up to you what you do with that. Okay? It's up to you it's up to you to engage and to open yourself up. Okay? Well, this is what I have for you, pile 2. And I will see you in the next read. Welcome, pile 3, to your reading. If you chose this gorgeous, I don't know if you can see the sparkles in it. Heart. Okay, we are going to start out with your tarot cards, and then we will bring out the oracles. Ooh, sweet. Lover's energy. Hope it stays just as good. Then we've got the 3 of Cups. Oh, there's a love connection coming in here for you. The Star. Holy crap. Hanged Man. 10 of Cups. Okay. Most of this is positive. Most. But there is this energy of suspending things, yes. There is a hope and a wish of connecting or reconnecting. You may have somebody in particular in mind. Some of you do, some of you don't. This could be simply just, I want to connect to somebody. I want to find my soulmate. I want to find love. And it feels like that you have done the necessary work of healing any old wounds. This is what I'm getting from the Hanged Man and the Star energy. The Hanged Man puts himself upside down and suspends himself to allow himself to heal and to look at things in a different perspective. There's a sense of enlightenment here. So hang upside down, look at things differently, and I think that with your happiness, your bliss, your 10 of Cups. And for some of you, your 10 of Cups has changed of what you are expecting or what you are desiring in a relationship. But there's definitely a wish going to be granted here. Some of you, this could actually be a friendship that you have that has been growing into something more, that you both feel that love bond. Okay, there's no connection yet, but there's one coming. Some of you may be just putting yourself in the dating scene. The Star, reaching out, networking, connecting to other people, other singles, hoping to find Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Okay? And some of you may have suspended this energy for a bit, and I think there's a sense of adjusting your expectations and what is really important to you. Like, for instance, going from maybe you felt that your perfect match would be a certain weight, a certain height, certain hair color, certain build, things like that. That is my type. That's what I want. But there seems to be an adjustment here because so far you haven't found what you were looking for. And there's changing perspectives, shifting your ideas. I think you've taken a time out or a pause from the dating scene in order to realign and prioritize what you want in a partner. And you're looking for lifelong. You're looking for the happily ever after. Soul bond energy. Your partner in crime. Okay, let's take a look at your oracle cards. Tulip, great passion. You're coming off as somebody who is a very passionate person. Weeping willow, family sorrow. So, okay. So you've done the work. Okay. And I feel you've done a lot of crying and you've done a lot of healing, because the star energy also suggests putting the work in, adjusting your path as a result of healing something within yourself. And this is what, there's something that may have been great, and restoration of that passion within you. Thank you, Spirit. She who is wild, savage, untamed, wild, and mysterious. So, some of you, you're taking a walk on the wild side. Or maybe that's where you've been. You may have been going for the bad boy, bad girl image in your mate. They look good, they smell good, they taste good, but they may not match up. They may be players. Yes, women can be players also. Okay? Somebody who wants to have fun, who's a savage, who doesn't want to settle down. And I feel like you may have cried many tears over somebody once upon a time. And they would not settle down. They wanted to date multiple people. And you kind of sacrificed your energy hoping that they would come back around. That is all ended now. As a result of dealing with somebody on the wild side, you kind of readjusted things. And then some of you also may have engaged in that wilder side energy as well, dating multiple people. And maybe you didn't want to settle down. You wanted to find a soulmate, but you were going to have fun in the process. And that's maybe where you were coming up with meeting like-minded people as far as let's party, party, party. Let's have fun. Let's have a roll in the hay. A little bit of satisfaction. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's get our rocks off. I just want to get my rocks off type of energy. Male or female. Without the commitment. And I think something here has shifted in that. That you're looking at the long term now. And your book ends as the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. I brought them out earlier. And I think that shift, when you took a time out away from dating, you come to realize this is not the lifestyle that I want. I recognize I'm not going to find my soulmate, somebody for me to settle down with in this scene, in the bar scene or whatever. Okay? So there's a sense of enlightenment that came along with this, a sense of a lesson that you learned from your past experiences that you are now open to finding your true mate, your soulmate, somebody to settle down with. Then you also have financial health. Okay. I'm going to have to pull some cards on that one. I'm really curious what financial health has to do with any of this. It could simply be your finances suffering from all the partying, going out all the time, in with the wrong crowds, or people just plain old taking advantage of you. Okay, show me Ace of Swords. There's some sense of truth about your financial health and some new ideas and taking action. Okay, kind of taming that beast. Okay, not being the typical party animal. Eight of Wands, that's communication. That's things happening and changing real quickly. So you may have had a change in your finances as well. This could be simply of, I need to make better judgment calls. I need to be more committed, more grounded. I want that commitment. And I'm not seeing this as a reconciliation with an ex-lover. No. I'm seeing this as reinventing yourself. There's some financial problems here that are affecting your love life as well. And I feel more of making better choices in the people that you consider for commitment. You may have been dealing with people that wanted to use you. Also, if you're not if this financial health does not make sense to you, for you personally, this could be you attract people with financial health difficulties. And right away, right out the gate, this is another turnoff for you. They start talking about their financial woes. And you're like, wait a second. Are you connecting to me because you think I have money? Really? So you kind of that's just having fun type of attitude, and you may have been used by somebody. You may have been in a commitment where somebody used you for your paycheck, and so you went into this playboy energy, playgirl energy. I'm not going to commit. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to get my rocks off, and that's going to be and almost like sowing wild oats again. But you come to a realization you're not happy. You're not finding anybody of substance. So I feel like there's a new approach that you are taking to finding a life partner, a soulmate. Angel of Alchemy, a miracle and manifestation. 21 is the number of the world. This is closing out an old destructive cycle. Okay? Self-sabotaging cycle in love. Closing that out. And the alchemist creates, manifesting a miracle in your life. Manifesting. If you think it's impossible, the impossible is possible. Okay? There is a miracle that's going to emerge out of all this. And I think you've learned some lessons along the way. Okay. Let's take a look here. Yin Yang Oracle and Situations Oracle together. We're going to take a look. Okay, let's see what we get from this. I definitely want this top card. Clarity. Okay. Yeah, this is some truths that you had to tell yourself. Some truths, personal truths within you that you had to face and come to terms with. I think part of that has to do with understanding why you're not finding what you've been looking for. A meeting. Okay. The truth about the type of mates, potentials that you have been meeting that have not been measuring up, not been weighing up here. Illusions. So confusion. So a lot of people, so there is that sense of breaking the illusions and seeing things with clarity now about the type of people that you have meeting. That have been meeting. That is that part of that hangman energy. A sense of enlightenment. Lost. You have this tendency of either ghosting people or being ghosted in the past. And it seems to be repetitive. And it's because of being misaligned. And so you're making the changes to try to minimize or reduce that ghosting energy. And finding somebody with substance. Including cleansing your space, cleansing your energy, cleansing your sphere of influence, and not being sold so easily. Wow. 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 That's the key. Not letting somebody sell you so easily. Oh, we got one more that fell off the deck. Settlement. Okay. And this is talking about not settling for just anybody. Not settling for fun and games. Okay. Let's see what's on the horizon with the romance angels. Okay, show me pile 3. Reconciliation. And I'm feeling more of reconciling things within yourself. Finding that clarity. You may have somebody come in your sphere that wants to reconcile. It depends. I don't know who that is. It depends on how you parted, why you parted. But you need to love yourself first. Okay? Love yourself first. And I feel like maybe that was what was lacking in a past relationship, that you need to reconcile within yourself and love yourself. And that person that wants to reconcile, there's a reason why you are exes. Okay? And part of it is, I feel like you tried to, you kind of lost yourself with that person. That's for some. Some of you, this could be a reconnection with somebody that does represent a soulmate, because we got the soulmate card here as well. Soulmate, soul bond here. 10 of Cups. So there could be second chances. For others of you, that reconciliation could simply mean somebody that you knew. Maybe it was just a friendship, never went beyond the friendship, wants to come back and reconcile and wants to be serious and wants something real this time. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, separation. This is somebody that you're in separation with. That probably was a soul bond. I'm not feeling that the separation was harsh. Okay, got to stay optimistic. Wedding, this could have been a marriage or has a potential for marriage or higher level commitment. That there is still chemistry there. So there could be somebody coming in that still sparks. It could be, like I said, it could be just a friendship. Then maybe there's a separation with you and this person. But there's a coming together that feels like a soul bond. But you have to remember, when you enter relationships, to always love yourself first. When you're able to love yourself first and you fill yourself with love, then you're able to expand that outwards and express it and spread it to other people. If you don't have self-love, you have no love inside you, or it's hidden. You don't have love to spare to spread to somebody else. That's for somebody. But there's definitely potential on here. Connecting or reconnecting. Reconciling with a soulmate. Got soulmate cards here that you have been in separation with. There is chemistry. There's a spark saying stay optimistic about this. There could lead to higher level commitment or even marriage. But for a lot of you, the separation from your soulmate is not a separation that occurred in this lifetime. It was a previous lifetime when you came into this. You were separated in the spiritual realm, and you kind of had a soul contract agreement. When you both came into this life, you both had some lessons to learn and had to learn about each other and about love in order for you guys to come together. Okay? So I feel you are being reunited with a soulmate. Okay, but that's what I have for you, Pile 3. Comment as you see fit below. Love you all. See you in the next reading.